Hello FlossTube, my name is Sarah. I'm from Memphis and this is my channel about cross stitch. How are y'all? I am back with my StitchCon recap. I want to pop in and start it off with a little video right here. Just kind of like my thoughts the morning that we left on our grand adventure. I'll see you in a second.
Good morning, sunshine. That's kind of how I'm feeling this morning. It's 3:46. I would just get on here and talk for a minute. Just get some thoughts out. I don't know if I'm going to use this for anything or if I'm just going to be like, this is what I'm thinking today. But so excited. Currently just left my house on my way to meet Sam, Crazy Band Lady Stitches, at an exit off I-40 where her wonderful husband, I assume, I don't know, could be her son or somebody, dropped her off, or is waiting at a gas station to meet me there, where I'm gonna get, I only have half a tank of gas, so I need to get some gas, and we're gonna get on the road. We have about, since we're driving up to Findlay, Ohio, to Craft Gallery to pick up my framed pieces, we have pretty much a 10-hour drive there instead of an 8. And then after we pick up our goodies and shop around, we've got about 2 hours back down to Sharonville, Ohio, in the convention center area, where we're going to have our StitchCon retreat. Oh yeah, because did I say we're going to StitchCon? I'm so excited. Last year I was dying to go, just couldn't make it work, even though there were openings at the last minute. I had made work commitments and I could not get off to attend, and so yeah, we're going. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everyone, to meet everyone. Today I get to meet my friend Sam for the first time ever in real life. Sam is Sammie Liz. She lives in Montana and we have been talking for well over a year, and then we are in some group chats together. Yes, we do. Sorry, I've got the GPS on. Yeah, and a crazy person coming behind me. I've got the GPS on because even though I know my way around, if I miss this exit, then I can't really just turn around. It's a big booger bear, so I have to make sure that I don't accidentally go past the exit that I need to meet Zan at. So, anyway, like I said, I'm so excited. I get to meet Sam for the first time in real life. This is absolutely amazing. I also picked up broken cup top. Not a great way to start my adventure. I mean, that's kind of dumb. Why did I do that? Well, that may or may not be going into the stitching room, and I can't really afford to have that thing falling over and spilling on stuff. But anyway, yes, that's what I'm doing. Heading out. Poor Winnie, she was so sad when I left. She was crying on the bed, but I could hear when I got out of the shower. So I went and got her, gave her some little loves before putting her back to bed. Picked in on my kiddo. He looked at me with one eye. Hubs did not budge, which is typical. He can sleep through a tornado. And getting out of town. So, not really sure. There's no makeup going on here. The hair is soaking wet, but it will dry in no time at all. It's already 71 degrees here, and it is so humid outside. When I walked outside to start putting my bags up, I was like, oh, yucky, yucky, yucky. Again, I release the days. I might be doing some more vlog style stuff, pictures here and there. Just kind of wanted to like get my ramblings out before I picked up Zan, and we had all sorts of ramblings going on between the two of us. Anyway, so
Okay, so I hope that wasn't too terrible. I know the noise wasn't great, but that was exactly literally what I was feeling that morning as Zan and I set off on our big adventure for StitchCon 2022. Yep, we left that morning early and headed on up to Cincinnati. Well, as you all know, first we made a little stop above and beyond. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk about my great time I have, just everything that happened. I mean, not everything, but things that happened, people I saw, stitchy kindness, a bunch of FFOs, my experience. As I'm going to get into, things are not going to be perfectly as I wanted them in this video. You know, I kind of got out with like grand aspirations, and then things happen, like I lost my voice Friday. And, you know, I didn't get things videoed that I wanted to. I didn't get pictures with people that I wanted to. Things just kind of got away with me. I didn't do very much of the vlog style, but I still hope that you'll enjoy my recap. I know there are a bunch out there already, and you've probably been consuming them all, but I just wanted to get mine out here for you all that wanted to see what I got up to. I did get COVID, and so I have been down for the last since I got home. So I'm trying to get back at it again, get back to my normal self. And so here we go, let's go. So as you saw, we left that morning, everything went off without a hitch, picked Zan up, filled my car up with gas, got on the road. It was dark because like I said, we had a 10-hour leg and then 2 hours back down to Cincinnati because our goal was, our stop was gonna be at Craft Gallery. I met Paula at Market. You all may have heard of Craft Gallery on some FlossTubes like Pam and Steph's Just Keep Stitching. They get their framing done there now that Keepsakes doesn't frame anymore. They're about a couple hours outside of Cincinnati, and Paula is wonderful. She did a fabulous job framing my pieces. I am going to show those to you. And like I met Paula at Market back in March, and she was so kind and spent some time answering some framing questions for me, and I just felt very comfortable sending my beauties up to be framed to her. So I sent them on up there, and we did the whole framing process. It's my first experience having anything professionally framed other than at like Michael's. It is definitely my first experience having stitching framed. And so she was super great, easy to work with. We communicated well. She texted me and sent me pictures of options, and it was a great experience. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10. All right, so Zan and I, we're on the road. Things are going good. Poor Zan, she's having to do a little bit of work here and there. You know, her work's just like everybody else's work. You know, try to get all your ducks in a row and get everything together and tell everybody you're going to be off, and nobody needs you the day before you leave. And then the day you leave, everybody needs you. So God love her. She had to work some on the way up, and so I just, you know, was playing the FlossTube, listening to what everybody was up to. I tried to make a little playlist on the way of people that I hadn't watched before, or maybe I had, that were talking about their StitchCon plans. You know, just kind of helps build the excitement for everything. I mean, not that we needed any help being excited about it, but because we were so excited. So yeah, nice uneventful drive up. No rain, which was really nice because, well, there was a tornado, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, no rain on the way up. You know, just took some couple breaks, not many, got some gas, and you know, had a little lunch. We ran in and out. Where did we go? We went to Wendy's, which is kind of not, I would say, where I would normally go to lunch, but it was just kind of like what was appropriate. And this little lady that helped us, I mean, okay, she was like a Walmart greeter that really enjoyed her job. I can honestly say I have never had such a pleasant experience at a Wendy's as I did at that Wendy's. She was very polite. She made sure we knew all of our options and what we wanted to order, and you know, just fabulous customer service. But you know, sometimes that fabulous customer service takes a while. So our Wendy's stop for fast food was not that fast. But it was great. Got back in the car, and so we made it. So we headed on up to Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio, like I said, to pick up my frame pieces. And we have been communicating with Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, and Jackie and Justine of X's and Hoes, and we were letting them know what time we were going to get there, and they were shooting for about the same time because they had all met up. So yeah, we got there, and we texted Paul when we were about an hour out, and she said they were there waiting on us. So we went in, we went to Findlay, Ohio, small town, super cute, super great store, Craft Gallery. I imagine it's been there a long time. I really don't know the history of it, but I feel like they've been doing this for a minute or two. Great store, large selection of charts, gorgeous fabric selection, and they have it all laid out on these like A-frame stands, these with wooden dowel rods, and you can just see all the fabric. they have everything. They have Picture This Plus. They have Lakeside Linen. You want it, they've got it. It's really great. Super nice lady working there with Paula and Carlton. I just dropped something. Hold tight just a minute because probably I have so much stuff spread around me, I'm probably going to need it. So, anyway, the lady who helped with the fabric, she was super nice, and I can't remember her name, and I'm sorry, but she was super nice. Yeah, so we all just hung out and shopped, and I'll show you my haul from there in just a second. They have some kind of cool things, like when you go to the bathroom, you gotta sign the wall in the bathroom. I didn't take a picture, but I did sign the wall. Everybody had signed the wall. I saw lots of names that I recognized on those walls and doors and everything. So that was super fun. And I so much appreciate them being willing to be open and working with me to pick up my goodies so I didn't have to have them shipped back. Added bonus was I was able to display them at the brag table at StitchCon. More on that in a second. But yeah, so I really appreciate their willingness to open up. And they were willing to be open like the whole weekend. Like if anybody wanted to take like a little shopping trip, head up that way and check it out while they were in town. They had a little sign on the door saying that if you were at StitchCon and you wanted to shop and they weren't open, to go on and give them a call. So, all right, so I sent 5 pieces, and I'm gonna go over this kind of quickly because when I do a regular floss tube, I'm gonna talk about these pieces some more too, but I'm gonna show them to you because I didn't take great brag table video. So I had sent 5 pieces up to Paula to have her framed for me, and I'm just gonna show you them right now. All right, you might remember Miss Ladybug. Didn't she turn out sweet? This is Miss Ladybug. She is a Nora Corbett design. I stitched her on a 32 count dwarf by Picture This Plus. I stitched her in honor of my husband's grandmother, his mama. She called us Ladybugs as a term of endearment. And yeah, she turned out really good. So she's gonna be kind of hung on the wall near where my husband sits when he gets home from work, because my husband always used to watch Wheel of Fortune with his grandmother, and so he still watches Wheel of Fortune after work, so it's kind of nice. All right, my next one that I had framed is the lovely Miss New Year's Fairy. Ooh, look at her sparkle and shine. All right, I stitched Miss New Year's Fairy on a 32 count natural silver. I chose the fabric with the help of Rocio, Cocohamas Stitchery. I was able to thank her in person for her help because I did get to meet Rocio while we were there at StitchCon. She came as a kit. She's a Mirabilia kit, and she came all kitted up with this classic Colorworks. I love her. Haven't hung her yet, but she's going to be hung up soon in my stitchy room. All right. My next framed piece is the one that started it all, started me stitching, is Unicorn Tapestry by Tiny Modernist. This is stitched on a 28 count Riviera Aqua, and using called for DMC. I love this. I love the frame that Paula suggested. I would have really not thought of this frame, but it turned out great, and I love it. It just sets it off. It's this fabric just really pops on it. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with this one. Excited about it. And just so you see, she did such a nice job framing, you know, like I've got this, and well, that's my little thing. She's got all the paper on the back and the little, I don't know what you call these little things that go up against the wall, you know. But yeah, super great. I did not get glass. I only got glass on one of these. We don't smoke, and we don't have a wood burning fireplace, and you know, it just wasn't really, and a lot of these have beads on them, and so Paul was explaining that when you have beads, sometimes, especially have some really chunky beads, you have to get kind of a deeper frame. Even if you do use spacers, you do have to get kind of like a chunkier frame to be able to set your piece back some. But yeah, so, you know, I didn't need them. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited about this one, y'all, because I can't believe I even got her finished, but here she is. My Dark Queen. Dark Queen of the Seas by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her so much. She turned out so good framed. I can't even stand it. It's so good. It's so fun to see them framed and not just have them like rolled up in a little tub under the bed. well, mine doesn't stay under the bed, mine stays under a dresser, but you get the idea, right? So I had a really hard time choosing a frame for Dark Queen. We went through a lot of options, and finally Paula said, I wasn't even sure about this one, y'all, but she was like, it looks really good in person, like so much better in person, and I agree. And I think what I really like about this gold is that it really plays off like the trident and up here. I mean, it does really pull it all together. This was a Dark Queen. She was a mystery stitch along by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Now, I started stitching in June of 2020, right? And so like she was released, like the idea started talking about her, and then so like I started stitching her that September. I just jumped on it. I had no idea like how good of a designer Erin was, what was all entailed in this mystery sal that I just spent so much money on with custom fabric and beads and floss. And I got really lucky because they do a great job on a stitch along. And if you haven't heard, July 5th, there's going to be another queen out, and I'm so excited to get in on that. But yes, here she is. She's gorgeous. I love her. I love her. Okay. And last but certainly not least, because this is admittedly my personal favorite of the bunch. And I did get glass on this one, museum glass. This is my Nutcracker by RETM. I am so blown away by this one. We picked out this frame, and we actually picked out a frame a little slightly different, and it wasn't available, so Paula went with this one, which I love. It's so good. It's so good. And we got the museum glass on it, and it just, oh y'all, sorry, you can see the ring light there a little bit, but you just really, it's gorgeous. I'm so excited. It's going to hang up in my stitchy room until Christmas, and then it'll get a place of honor out there in the house somewhere. But yeah, yes. So to have that waiting for me on that first leg of the trip was literally amazing. I mean, it was also literally amazing to like pull up to Craft Gallery and go in and bam, there's Jackie and Justine and Colleen, and it was just like, reunited. It was so good to see them. We have been all talking regularly since we met. I met them at the Steel City Stitchers retreat last February. Wow. And so it was like, I don't know, you know, we'd just been apart for a few months. It was so good to get back together. So we shopped. Yeah. I'm gonna show you my haul from Craft Gallery. And I'm just going to kind of do this like timeline style, or how it comes to me, because I don't really know any other good way to do this. So just bear with me here. So I went shopping at Craft Gallery, and I did pace myself because of course I had just picked up five frame pieces, but also because I knew I had StitchCon ahead of me as far as Keepsakes shopping and Annex shopping. So, however, I could not resist the opportunity to purchase a piece of Lakeside linen. I got a piece of 32 count vintage maple sugar. It is a very, very pretty. I hope you all can see that. I'm not loving my new ring light, and so I did kind of turn the brightness down a little bit because it was like blasting me in the eyes last time, and I was blinking the whole time. So I hope you can see that okay. It's gorgeous. So Zan and I, Xana's Crazy Band Lady Stitches, if I didn't already say that. She's my bud. She's my travel bud. She's here in Memphis with me. She has a FlossTube. All right, check her out. So, but this is vintage maple sugar. And so Zan and I, we both got a fat quarter. We split a fat half, so yes. And then I was able to pick up a much needed skein of Garden Gate. I needed that. Not easy to find. And then I bought 2 charts. I kind of want to stitch this one for my mom. Probably should have said that, but anyway, I am originally from Iowa. So I kind of wanted to stitch this one for my mom. I've seen a lot of people do it, and then I just saw it while I was there, and I'm like, you know, what's the hold up, you know? So anyway, that's Knee High by Hands On Design. And then I got a cool chart that I saw because I was standing there. Of course, I was buying fabric, and this is like, it's a model, because you know the models get you every time. Right above their little fabric area there at Craft Gallery, and it's Scary Night 1, and it is so cool stitched up. But they did not use the charms on the piece they stitched. I'm not going to use them either, because I kind of think from the picture it takes away from it, because in real life it looks so good without those charms. I'll use them for something else, I'm sure. But yeah, isn't that cool? Who's this by? Hand Blessings Design by Eileen Garak. Yeah, cool. I like that one. I hadn't seen that one before, so it's always fun to see those. But yeah, that was my craft gallery haul. They were great. Thank you, Paula and Carlton, for being such a wonderful host and hostess. And thanks for the framing. It's amazing. I love it all. Okay, so we shopped for a while and then we decided, you know, we should probably get on down to Cincinnati. So hop in the car, doing our thing. Just talking about our shopping trip, and the weather started getting kind of bad. Not terrible, but you know, kind of bad. And then we started getting near Cincinnati and the traffic was backed up, and Waze. I don't know if anyone's ever used Waze before as a navigation system on their phone. It's really great for telling you like where the cops are and if there's stuff on the side of the road, and it will reroute you if there is a lot of traffic or a problem. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's not. I didn't know my way around Cincinnati at all, so it rerouted me. And Cincinnati kind of reminds me of Louisville, which I have to say, we drove through Louisville on the way up, and I miss my parents living in Louisville so much. I do miss that city. Anyway, so much fun stuff to do there, really, and just I have a lot of good memories there. But so Cincinnati reminds me of Louisville a little bit because it dumped me off, you know, to try to avoid this traffic jam. And so Zan and I come around, and it's kind of weird. It's like being right in your, I don't want to say weird, but it's like being right in your neighborhood, right? And I live in a big city, so understand, like, I mean, like, you know, streets and sidewalks and houses right next to each other, right? It's like that. And then boom, the interstate's like right there, like right across the street from somebody's house, right? You know, this little entrance that you just jump on. And Louisville's like that too. And so we tried to get on, but a cop had it blocked, and we were like, what the heck? So like I kind of pulled over to the side and let my GPS catch up with where I am. And I'm like, I don't know where to go. I was like, I guess I'll just start driving like in this kind of direction, and then hopefully it'll tell me a different way to go. It'll decide not to try to reroute me back that way. I'm just going to aim this way. I mean, a little bit of a hot mess express. So we ended up going like in this cool downtown area, and it was just, there was cops everywhere, and there was like boats, and I don't know if someone had an accident on the water. I am not sure what was going on, but we finally got out of that and got back on the interstate, and we made it down to Sharonville. We found out that on the way between Findlay and Sharonville, there was basically like a tornado situation we drove through. We didn't know. We didn't know, but yeah, that's kind of how it was. So we got to our hotel and got checked in. I stayed, Zan and I, well, I stayed at the La Quinta. Zan did too. We didn't stay together. I had my own room until the last night when she moved in with me. But yeah, so checked into the La Quinta. So check-in was okay. The people that work at La Quinta are very nice. Very helpful. I was not impressed with my room. I had some issues, like I had a TV that wouldn't work, and I unplugged and replugged in everything, and you know, I called the desk right away after we checked in, and you know, I needed some sort of a remote that said source on it. They brought me up, it didn't work. And so basically we checked into the hotel Wednesday night, and I didn't have a working TV until Saturday. When and now that's not for lack of going to the desk and saying, can someone please come look at my TV? This nice man ended up coming up, running up and looking at my TV like in the middle of doing his other things on Saturday morning, and he's like, oh, someone brought a PlayStation or something and they just swapped the wires, which I don't know. I don't know what wires go where. Everything was plugged in, you know what I mean? It looked like it was fine to me. But so I finally got a TV, so that was excuse me, 3 nights without a TV. I don't sleep without a TV. Well, excuse me. I don't sleep well without a TV because my husband has to sleep with TV on. So that was definitely, excuse me, definitely a stretch. The other thing that made me not very happy with my room was that the little security lock that, you know, you click over was like ripped off my door. I did ask about that because I was staying by myself. And you know, that's kind of already a little bit out of my comfort zone, staying in a hotel room by myself like that. And then to have it ripped off like that. And of course, nothing ever came of that. So I'll pop a picture in here of how I remedied the situation to my satisfaction. It's probably against a fire code or something, but I just wanted to make sure that if a boogeyman was coming in to get me, I heard him coming, so, or her, whatever. I heard the boogie person coming. So, you know, those were things that were a little bit not so great. But the staff, as far as their friendliness, they were super, super helpful and always nice and polite. It definitely needs a little refurbishment around there. But other than that, it was all right. Not a 10 out of 10, and I won't be going to stay there next time. If they have, that's where they have the late night stitching room. So if they have late night stitching there, I'll just have to, you know, drive back and forth. Okay, so yeah, so checked in and got our spot. Now Zan was staying with Tammy Blaylock of Creative Country Girl, and like I said, I had my room, so we got all checked in, and then we were gonna meet back up for dinner. And oh please, Winnie needs to go out. I'll be right back. So sorry. Okay, so sorry. Winnie wanted to go see what the commotion is. Anyway, no commotion, just my husband and son back. But all right, so what did we say? Oh yeah, so one of the things that I was super excited about StitchCon was I was going to get to finally meet my friend Sam. Sam is Sammie Liz. Sam's in Montana. I'm in Memphis. That is not close. And we have been chatting, you know, not too long, like right around when I started my FlossTube, when she started her FlossTube. We've been chatting since then, and we've been friends, and we do stitch alongs together. And, you know, anyway, I was so excited to get to meet Sam in real life. So, anyway, Sam had checked in. Her flight was fine, and she made it in. She stayed at La Quinta with us. And so we said, well, let's go get some dinner. So Sam came down. It was wonderful, y'all. I got to hug her and see her, and just everything was fine, and she was normal, and I was normal, and nobody was a weirdo, and everybody was just like we thought we would be, and just like friends, you know. It was great. So she rode with me, and we went over there, and we went to an Italian restaurant not too far from the convention center called Vincenzo's. Now the La Quinta is a very close to, not walking, but like driving just a few minutes away from the convention center. It's very close. So we went over there to this Italian restaurant called Vincenzo's. It's a very nice. From what I understand, last year it was really fabulous. So I believe an Italian family owned the restaurant for many years, and then they sold the restaurant this past year. So some of the recipes from that family are no longer available to purchase, which had some people not the most happy. And so things don't necessarily taste the same, or as the same as maybe people of previous year's StitchCon got to experience, but it was a really nice dinner. So it was Sam and I and Tammy and Zan, and we just talked and got to know Tammy, and Zan got to know Sam because I didn't know Tammy and Zan didn't know Sam, and talked and visited and just had a really nice dinner. We were talking about dinner, and I was talking about my recent love for the Thomas Kincaid kits, and Sam's like, I didn't know you wanted those kits. I'm never gonna stitch this kit. Are you serious? She's like, I would have brought it to you. So nice. It's such a common recurring theme within our community about people being so generous and just open and like, I'm not gonna stitch that. Do you want that? I'm like, do you know how much you can sell this thing for? I'll buy this from you. You know, I mean, I had several experiences over the weekend, and I'm not gonna, and maybe I shouldn't have said Sam's name. She might not want me to say her name, but I'm just gonna say that like were people who actually brought me charts over the weekend that I've been talking to, or I planned stitch alongs with, or they knew I needed something, or like Bobby, I'm talking to her on the phone, and I'm like, do you have any of those little things that go on the end of your scissors? And she's like, yes. I'm like, will you bring me some, please? Because the scissors I brought were like really sharp. And anyway, I'm just like, people are so generous in our community, really generous. And so we're talking about that a little bit, and you know, how we all get wound up and excited about stuff. And we just had like a nice dinner, and I think that was pretty much it. I'm trying to think. I know it's been like a month. I wish I could have filmed this immediately when I got back, but yeah, that was pretty much it. We had dinner, went back to the hotel room. There were no activities because it was Wednesday night. I think we all just kind of got settled in. I mean, literally, Zan and I had been driving for 12 hours, so we were tired. We didn't do anything other than that. And Sam had a full travel day, so I think that was pretty much it. We all just went to bed and made plans to get up in the morning. So Sam and I decided to go get some breakfast in the morning. We had kind of a different game plan set up. So we split up from Zan and Tammy, and Sam and I walked over to, there's a Bob Evans not far away from the hotel, so we walked over there. We had a nice breakfast and got to visit some more and know each, you know, I would say know each other. I mean, we know each other. We got to visit some more, and then we decided, we decided on our plan of attack. So this is Thursday. So on Thursday at StitchCon, which, oh my gosh, if you've gotten this far and you don't know what StitchCon is, I am so sorry. StitchCon is a stitchy retreat held in Sharonville, Ohio, which is right outside of Cincinnati, hosted by the LNS there, Keepsakes. The fabulous Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching are on the StitchCon team, and it's great. 300 people per weekend, stitching, fellowship, shopping, brag tables, freebie tables, raffle tickets, charity fundraiser. I don't know, you name it. Going out to dinner, going out for drinks, seeing your friends. It's fabulous, okay? If you're into that sort of thing, it's fabulous. It's like all the best things of a high school reunion. I felt like I was so ready to see everyone. I was ready to reconnect with people I met at Stacie Stitchers. I wanted to reconnect with people I saw at Market. It was just like friends, friends, friends everywhere. It was wonderful. And new people too. So, let's see. So Sam and I we're talking about our plan of attack, and this is what we decided. StitchCon opens at noon on Thursday, and there's like this long, fabulous line where everybody's standing and chatting and taking pictures together and deciding where to sit at the tables and et cetera, except Sam and I didn't want to do that. So, this is what we decided. We would have breakfast. We would go to Target. We would unpack from whatever we needed at Target because we were making a list at breakfast. Because yes, there was a list. Then we were going to go to Keepsakes, the store itself, while everyone else was checking in and standing in line at noon at StitchCon. And then once we finished checking out Keepsakes, because neither of us had ever been there before, we'd head on over and check in. So I'll pop in a little video here in a minute after our little Target shopping trip. But one of the things I forgot to bring was a pillow, and I'm allergic to feather pillows. So I had really already begun struggling Wednesday night because I didn't have any option other than to sleep on the feather pillows. So I woke up and my eyes were like, and my throat was like, and I just was like, you know, my ventilation in my room wasn't really great. It was kind of like humid in there, and kind of the air's kind of stinky in hotel rooms sometimes. And so I was like, what is this funk? Okay, so I've got to get on my list I have got to get a pillow from Target, and because I cannot deal with this itchy eye. Like I even bought eye drops because they were making my eyes itch so bad. Which thankfully, once I bought a new pillow, the itchy eye thing completely resolved and went away, and I didn't have to deal with it anymore. I literally threw the feather pillows over to the extra bed just to get them out of my life in the hotel room. So Sam and I, we run over to Target. Target's not far. Nothing is far. If you ever go to StitchCon, nothing is far. It is convenient to have your own car. I am glad I did drive. It was also nice to drive because everybody was, when I gave rides over the weekend, people were like, oh, Sam was so sweet. She's like, no, I'm buying your Starbucks. You're driving me around. And Zan's like, oh, no, I'm buying your ice cream because you're driving me around. Everybody's so nice. I'm just telling you. So anyway, we go to Target. And who do we see at Target? Also, you know, the sweater situation. I don't know if you watched my little pre-StitchCon thing, but I never did find my black sweater. And so I told Sam, I'm like, I don't know what the situation is in there. This is Ohio. Maybe they have some stuff on the clearance rack left over. I need to kind of look for a cardigan. So we went, boom, over to the clothes first. Found a cardigan. Very happy. And we also found Stacie of Stacie Stitches and Ymir of Amond MnMs. They were shopping too. So it was so good to see them and run into them and just to kind of walk around and visit for a little bit. We were, you know, all doing the same thing, you know. We needed, I don't know, I think Ymir needed something long sleeve too. And we needed some snacks for the table and, you know, etc. And I needed a pillow. And Stacie's like, are you buying all new bedding? I'm like, no. I'm not buying new bedding, just the pillow. Yeah. So Sam helped me pick out a pillow. She apparently had one she really liked, and it's like kind of like bumpy and it's cool to the touch. And I'm going to tell you what, during COVID, I was so grateful for that pillow. It was like a lifesaver on my head. So anyway, so we went shopping, we bought snacks. In the meantime, Bobby, Pumpkin Creek Primitives, and Zamia of Serrana Stitches, they were driving up, so they weren't there yet. And so I just texted Bobby while we were at the store, and Sam and I did, and we're like, do you need anything? We're at Target. And Bobby is really our friend, because she said she needed some booty wipes. She forgot hers. Oh, and she forgot to ask us for some snacks. I forgot to offer to get some snacks, but I'm just like, we're at Target. Do you need anything? So we picked up our booty wipes and, you know, went on about our business. But yeah, so we went, and while we were checking out, guess who else we ran into? We ran into Jen and Nancy, the Bougie Stitchers. They didn't know me from Adam, but you know, I'm like, hi, it's good to see y'all. And I mean, I knew them from watching their show, and I did get to meet them and make friends with them over the weekend, so that was really nice. It was fun to run into them at Target. And so we took our stuff back, and then I did this little video, which I'm gonna pop in here. Good morning from Sharonville, La Quinta. I'm here with Sammie Liz, and I just want to hop on really quick because I know I said I'd be uploading a FlossTube, and y'all, I edited it last night, but I'm not going to be able to upload and just let it be till tonight, so I haven't forgotten. We've had a good morning so far. We've had breakfast, and Sam got good coffee, and I had tea. We've already been shopping. We've made a great Target haul here for all of our necessities for StitchCon. We are so excited. We've run into several Stitchers already. We saw Stacie and Ymir, and we saw the Bougie Stitchers over at Target. So we're gonna head to Keepsakes soon, and then we're gonna go check into StitchCon. See y'all later, bye. All right, and so we unloaded all of our stuff and we headed over to Keepsakes. Put it in the GPS and we got over there. And it's like in this little cute old house, and you walk in the door and it's like, are you kidding me? It's a little overwhelming, y'all, because there is a beautiful stitchy stuff from the floor to the ceiling. When we got there, there were a few people in there walking around. Not that I really noticed them because I was so... But I'm just going to say the majority of our time spent at Keepsakes, Sam and I were the only customers in the store because everybody else was checking in. So, pro tip, if you don't want to stand in the paparazzi line to check in at StitchCon, which I hear is a blast, and you've never been to Keepsakes and you want to kind of take it in because it is not a huge place, but there's a huge amount of things in there to look at, head on over to there during check-in. So we wandered around and wandered around. I'm going to pop in some video here in just a minute of some of my favorite rooms. Keepsakes is set up by like themes. So they had like a well, my little piece of heaven here, a Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween room. And anyway, it's great. It was wonderful. And Sam and I got some haul that I'm going to show you. We found a piece. Sam found a piece, and we're going to do a stitch along together. We both decided that even though we absolutely had zero intentions initially of ever stitching Christmas at Hawthorne Hollow, and you all know I'm doing Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow, after seeing it in person at Keepsakes, we were just in love, basically. Yeah. Okay, found a little slice of heaven here, y'all. Christmas, Halloween, and Thanksgiving at Keepsakes. Oh, it is so beautiful. Another exciting thing about my trip to Keepsakes was I got to pick up some finishing that I had set up there. I had set it up there a couple months ago because they finished my small for me for the smalls exchange, and I was able to pick that up. So I'm going to show you what I picked up now. I was able to display these at the brag table as well, and that was fun. The brag table was amazing. I did not do a good job filming. If you want to find a really good film of the brag table, Carolyn Zook, Z-O-O-K, CZook Stitches, her FlossTube, her StitchCon recap, she has a beautiful brag table video. Pam and Steph, part 1 of their Just Keep Stitching StitchCon recap, right near the end. They have a wonderful one too. My problem is I didn't realize that a lot of people, I don't know why I didn't realize it or think about it, but a lot of people leave on Saturday night or they leave early Sunday morning. So they don't come back to the stitching room. And so they were taking their pieces up. So by the time I thought to video the brag tables, like all of it, a lot of pieces are missing. So I'll pop some of my video in here, but it's got a bunch of holes in it. And when, like, as far as on the table, but y'all, when people were there with their stuff, there was like there was so much stuff there. Like, there weren't holes on the table where you saw the tablecloth. It was like stitch, 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 stitch. The cool thing that they did was, see if I can find one, they asked us to fill out these little business cards while with like our name on them, the name of the piece, what we stitched them on, and what table we were sitting at, because we all had table numbers. And that way, if you wanted to talk to somebody about their piece or ask them a question or give them a compliment or whatever, you know, you could just say, okay, table 53. I mean, for example, I did that. I think it was, I don't remember if it was Saturday. No, I think it was Sunday, because I didn't have my voice again until Sunday. So Saturday was a very sad day for me. Friday, I spent my whole day losing my voice. Saturday, I did not have a voice. And then Sunday, it came back. So, I'm losing it now again here. But so, okay, I don't remember what day it was. Sunday, I think it was. So I have been eyeing this particular memorabilia all weekend. It's the South Seas Mermaid. I have wanted to stitch that for several months now, and I've just kind of had it on my radar. I haven't picked it up yet. It is out of print, and it's not cheap, and I was so excited to see it out in the wild, in real life. In addition, there was another humongous, beautiful memorabilia stitch that was just called the Snow Queen. And on the business cards, it said what table they were at. So these ladies were at table 8. So I was able to go over to meet Rose and Tiffany and to talk to them for a while about their memorabilia and their stitching and their experience, and just get to meet them. They were actually sitting at a table with someone who had come up to me and introduced herself, Carlene from Texas. She watches my FlossTube. Hi, Carlene. And Carlene even asked me to, I'm going to pop a picture of this here too, because I did take a picture of it before I passed it on to Ymir. She asked me to stitch my initials on this little piece she was passing around, which I spent a lot of time during StitchCon stitching on other people's piece. People wanted you to stitch your initials or your name or part of their chart, or it was fun. It was fun. So I did a lot of stitching on other people's whips while I was there. But I stitched on it, and then my table mate was Ymir, sitting next to me. So Ymir stitched on too. So I took a little picture of that before I passed it on to Ymir. And anyway, I got to really have a nice chat with those two about their piece, because it had their table number on it. So I knew where to go. I didn't know, know their names, and I didn't know who did what. And I basically just went to the table. I'm like, hi, table 8. I'm interested in talking to whoever stitched this, the South Seas Mermaid, and basically is what I said, Anyway, so nice, of course. But let me show you the finishing I picked. Sorry, rewind. The finishing that I picked up at Keepsakes. We'll just start. These are the flat folds and the ornaments that I had sent up. So had this little one, Happy Haunting 2021 by Plum Street Samplers. Isn't that cute? And so I was able to display these on the brag table. This is Sweet Tomb by Fairy Wool in the Wood. I stitched this on a needle bling. It's Butter Crunch. It's shaped like a tombstone. Very cute. I don't remember if y'all remember my little Happy Halloween. This was a little Bothy Threads kit. I was able to actually put the remainder of this kit. There was enough left of everything except the fabric to restitch the kit, so I put it on the freebie table. I'm pretty sure Fawn picked that up. Fawn of Sanctum Stitching, who I got to meet as well with her lovely husband, Sean. It was wonderful. So glad to finally get to meet Fawn in real life. I had this one, Santa's Sleigh Ride. Isn't that cute? This was a Dames of the Needle piece. And I don't know what year this was. Was this a 2020 Prairie Schooler? Or is this a 2021? I can't remember. Yeah, so a little flat fold. And then this one, this is what the little card looked like, but see how you could put your table number on there. This one is a Darling and Whimsy designs that she made for our marathon for murdered and missing Indigenous women, children, 2 spirits, girls, 2 spirits last year. Yeah, this was like her charity piece from Darling Whimsy Design, and it's made into a little flat fold, and I'm gonna leave that out all year. It's like my little hobbit hole here. All right, I love it. Okay, so that was fun to pick up while I was at Keepsakes. And so I got to meet Lenny, and I think, no, I can't remember anybody else's name, sorry. Everybody else was very nice there at Keepsakes though. So let's see my Keepsakes haul. Let me try to remember what I got at Keepsakes. First of all, if you've ever seen one of these bags before, these are the bags to have, right? The green gingham bags. What did I buy from, I think, okay, let's see what I bought from the store itself. Everything else was bought from the Annex. So, Keepsakes, you could shop at Keepsakes, or there was like a pop-up shop, which is not doing it justice. It's like another little mini LNS in the convention center called the Annex. The thing is that things were not duplicated at both places. If it was at Keepsakes, it was not at the Annex. If it was the Annex, it was not at Keepsakes. So it's kind of cool to get to go to both places. So what I picked up from Keepsakes itself, in addition to my my finishing, was this pretty chart by Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. This is the second chart I have of hers that I really like, that I want to stitch someday. Antique Beasts and Birds. And I love what it says. It says, "Dear Father, hear and bless thy beasts and singing birds, and guard with tenderness small things that have no words." I really like that. And then Sam, in a little corner, found a whole Sue Hillis pirate corner. And we are going to start this one on December 1st. So if you'd like to join us, feel free. Yo ho ho ho, yes. And a little charm, and it says, I think it says something about Davy Jones on here. Hold on just a minute. I need to look and see. Property of Davy Jones is what the little charm says. Yeah, oops. I'm gonna have to, you know, fool that out. But yeah, isn't that cute, y'all? Little peppermint peg leg. Dying. And the other thing I got, which is interesting, I was looking at the fabric there, and so I had fabric goals for the weekend. Fabric goal was to get a piece of Fortnite fabrics. That was my fabric goal. And I knew they were having a trunk show at the Annex, so I felt like I could probably get a piece. But that was pretty much my only fabric goal until I got to Keepsakes and saw that they carried needle and flax fabric. And I had been wanting a piece of needle and flax. So I got a piece of Thornfield, a 40 count, a fat quarter. This is beautiful. I love it. And I feel like it looks like sand, like the beach. And it just so happens, of course, y'all know I love the beach. It just so happens that I was able to find the perfect chart to stitch this on at the Annex. So I will show you that momentarily. All right. So that was my Keepsakes haul. Okay. So the Annex, this is a little bit out of order. The Annex, what they do is, Barbara and Steph, they curate like a whole trunk show situation. Probably work on it all year, trying to decide who they want to come and bring their stuff, and they set it up, and it's wonderful. It's just like a store in there. You know, there's everything from fabric to charts to needle minders to doodads to floss drops. Did I say fabric? There's a lot of fabric. And there's also this line that you stand in to get your fabric cut, because everybody wants to make sure they get their fabric, right? In fact, I probably spent, definitely over an hour and a half in this line, chatting with Sarah from Sarah and Jen's Stitchy Friends, and Sarah of Mod Cross, and Jan Hicks, and other people were popping in and out, because what was happening is we're standing in line with these big yards. They get cut, and then it was kind of funny in particular because Jan Hicks had like a yard, and she's like, "I'm only getting half of this," and somebody's like, "I want the other half," or "I need a quarter of that," or anyway, it was funny. It was funny. So we made the most of our time in line, and got some fabric cut, and let's see, what did I pick up? I don't know if I want to show you that yet. I'm getting out of order. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, so what I picked up was my friend Colleen, Rebel Stitcher. She had a trunk show, and she debuted 2 beautiful, beautiful charts that weekend. And Zan was always on the money and beating me down there bright and early, getting to where she needed to be on time. And so she picked up for me Colleen's first chart that we as a group, some of us that met at the Stacie Stitches retreat, when we found out that Colleen was going to be doing these patterns, we decided we were going to do a new start and a stitch along. So we were going to do our new start at StitchCon for Colleen's pattern, and then we were going to have a stitch along. And our friend Matt, he went to Weekend B, Matt the MBC Stitcher, Matt Boy Corey, check him out. He went to Weekend B, but he started his at Weekend B too. So I'll put some pictures in here of starting Colleen's. But we love this one. It's called Flowers Grow Back, and I got my copy signed. So yes, isn't it beautiful? And our hashtag is Rebel Flowers Grow Back Sal. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check and put it down here. Okay, so Colleen came out with this beautiful chart, and there's a gorgeous thread pack that you could buy there. It had all the DMC you needed, and my friend Zan picked all this up for me before I even got there, okay? And it had all of these cottage garden threads, which I had never used before. They're an Australian maker, and it's beautiful. Like, how fun for Colleen to design with these. And yeah, so I got the thread pack. We're all good on these. And so I knew I was going to need some fabric. I wasn't sure. I probably could have brought some from home, but I wasn't sure what the floss situation was going to be. Just so happened that my friend Leanne of Forbidden Fiber Co. had a trunk show there as well. And she had the perfect fabric waiting on both Zan and I. Love Potion. Isn't it beautiful? Y'all need to get some of this Love Potion, okay? It is so beautiful. There's so many pretty subtle colors in it. It's just, it's so yummy. So go over to Forbidden Fiber Co. to her website and get some of this, get your hands on some Love Potion. This is my start. Matt and I were twins. That's about how much he got done his weekend too, but he's ahead of me now. So this needle minder, this is another little story. This needle minder happens to be a Rebel Stitcher needle minder. And this Rebel Stitcher needle minder came in this fabulous Lynn X Stitches quarterly bag, okay? So this was a March quarterly bag. My first time ordering from Lynn X Stitches. I'll put her stuff in the description box below. And you know, she sent it to me UPS, and it got lost in La La Land, and I never got it. And so she said, you want me to try again, or you want me just to bring it to StitchCon? Because I'm glad she reached out to me. She was like, something basically like, I didn't see you show up my bag, and did you like it okay, or did you not get it? And I was like, I didn't get the bag. You know, and I have a thing, like, when you have a small maker like this, you know, it gets lost in the mail. It's not their fault. You know, it's UPS's fault or FedEx's fault or USPS. And I always try to put in a claim with whatever of those companies is. And I'm going to tell you that sometimes it goes okay, and sometimes nothing happens. My case gets closed, and it just, whatever, they'll look for it. But Lynn was able to make sure that, you know, however she handles her business, she was able to not be out money for it. So I would say I would gladly take a repeat. So she brought this to StitchCon for me. Isn't it gorgeous? I actually have another one on the way from her, and I'm super excited about it. It came with some little goodies and a Rebel Stitcher needle minder that I used for Colleen's project, and I used the bag for her project too, because oh goodness, that's a lot of stitchy kindness that just hit the floor. Okay, so anyway, got that from the Annex and started Colleen's awesome chart. So join us with that, and use some of that beautiful Love Potion to stitch it on. It is just beyond. Okay, so what else was I talking about? I'm shopping. I'm at the Annex. I've skipped a whole day, y'all, but this is Friday anyway. I shouldn't do that. Okay, so let me just finish talking about my Annex haul, I guess. So remember I said I got this at Keepsakes on Thursday. So I was shopping on Friday. Yeah, because you can't shop at Keepsake. You can't shop at the Annex on Thursday. You can only sneak peek it in the evening. So you know what you want to go for Friday morning, okay? And that's when my friend Zan got there nice and early and got me that whole little work up there of the not the fabric, but the chart and the thread packs, just in case it was going to be gone. All right, have y'all ever seen this chart by Liz Matthews? It's gorgeous. You know, I love the beach. So it's going to go on my pretty sand fabric. Yes, I got that signed by Liz. She's wonderful and just so nice, so sweet. I did not shop a lot, y'all, so I'm just going to go on and knock that out now and show you all the rest of what I got. I did get a piece of that Fortnite fabric I really wanted from Christian and Derek, who I heard weren't good either and weren't even able to come to weekend B. But this pretty sea glass. I wish you could see it in person. It's totally washing out, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous sea glass is the color. Whew, pretty, pretty. So I ended up with 3 pieces of fabric for my StitchCon shopping adventure. And then I could not resist Colleen Rebel Stitcher's other new release, Women of Honor sampler. Oh, y'all, this is so good too. You can, like, she includes the alphabet, so you can change any of these names if you want to, take someone off or put someone on, or you can, you know, customize these initials. I'm going to start this for my mom's birthday. She turns 70 at the end of the month. So my mother and my aunt, her sister, both women of honor, very inspirational to me. So I'm going to put in their initials there. And Colleen even had a needle minder that came with it. And then one of my table mates, and like I said, one of my new friends was Tammy, Creative Country Girl, Tammy Blaylock, and I wanted one of her bags and I got one. Isn't it so cute? I'm dying. I love it. It can go for Christmas or winter. There was like a tree one I really wanted to, but oh, I got the snowman. It's so cute. But yeah, go to Tammy's website. She's awesome. There you go. The bag is like, it's like not, it's like well made. Like well made. I mean, it's substantial. And then the other cool thing that I got was this, so I didn't realize, but I'll show you in a minute, but this is one of the exclusive StitchCon charts. It's from Sue Hillis. You can only get this at Keepsakes. If you want one and you didn't get one, then, I mean, of course, anyone can buy it, but you can only buy it from Keepsakes. And so this is a stitch along that started yesterday. I'm going to be starting over the weekend. Erla, the ice stitcher from Iceland, who was there, Erla and Vina came all the way from Iceland to Sharonville, Ohio for StitchCon. She's going to be doing this stitch along. Chrissy, finally a Farm Girl's going to be doing this stitch along. Linda's going to be doing Stitchy. Linda's doing a stitch along. A lot of people are joining in. It's fun. Isn't this so cute? Oh, I love it. Sue Hillis did a great job. I heard someone say that Sue Hillis knows what she's doing with her colors, so not to sub anything, and, you know, just, I know she knows what she's doing with her colors, but, like, you know, somebody's recap was talking about, you know, go with the DMC that she charted. So I haven't picked out a fabric yet, but I have to do that this weekend. Got all my DMC here. I'm excited to start that. That was my shopping, y'all. So no more shopping. Any other acquisitions are going to be from Happy Stitchy Kindness, the Freebie table, or the Smalls Exchange. Okay, hold on just a minute because I need to get my Stitchy Kindness off the floor. I'll be right back. I'm back. So let's rewind to Thursday. Sam and I get to StitchCon. We get parked at the convention center. We walk on in, we come down the stairs, and who do we see but dear, dear Pam and Steph, which y'all know I was over the moon to meet. I love Pam and Steph, and I had the opportunity to meet Steph for like 2 seconds at Market in March, but the girl is always so busy when we're together. But I have really been wanting to meet Pam in real life, so I was so happy to be able to give them both a hug and to visit for just a second and get all checked in. I have to say, things were kind of like overwhelming because I have all my stuff, and I mean, I had some stuff because I had like, well, I don't think I went out to the car and got those, I think, but I just had like all my bags and stuff and my stuff for the bride table and all these picture frames. And let me just also do super shout out to Zan, because when we were checking into the hotel getting all these picture frames and we were checking out, and basically anytime I had to take these things anywhere except for maybe when I got there, Zan was always there with me, dragging these pictures around. So thank you, Zan, and thank you, Sam, for your help on the front end of getting them in this time. But because some of these pictures were big, y'all. So we had all of our stuff, and we get in there, and we walk into this room, y'all. So we get checked in. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So we get checked in, right? And we get this bag. Okay, I know you might have like seen it before. This bag, I love this bag. This bag was my purse the rest of the weekend. Like I immediately took it over and put all of my things in here. It's like this wonderful canvas. Like it's such a good bag. I'm so obsessed. So got this bag. In the bag were some goodies. This fabulous journal. It's like all soft. Like I mean, is it leather? I don't know. Maybe it's fake soft leather, but this is like cork, and you just do this, and you have like this journal that I did not write in, this really nice pen. What I'm saving this for is I have a little book that I got from Kitten Stitcher. It's like a spiral bound book, and it's got like some sort of stitchy stuff on the front. Anyway, so I put my notes about my floss tube and like what I've ordered, what beads I've ordered what for, and just things like that in, like, and so when that fills up, then I'm going to move on to this one. But a lot of people were using this for like people's addresses and their names, and it was a good idea for the weekend. Okay. And also they gave us some really cute stickers, and you know, I have my book of days, and a lot of people are using journals and everything. I didn't put them in because I already have my June figured out for this month, but for next year when I'm going to StitchCon, it says like StitchCon. It's a picture of Keepsakes, their sign. I did take a picture in front of the sign with Sam. The Stitchy bus gets you back and forth from the convention center to the Keepsakes or the hotel, whatever you need to go. And another little StitchCon. And then this is their little shop kit, 310. Yep. So they gave us a pack of stickers. Yeah. Get them back in here so I don't lose all that. I'm saving that for when I do my calendar spread for next June. They gave us our passport. Well, it came in a little like envelope like this. They gave us our passport. And so what I did was, the reason why I didn't realize there was a Sue Hillis chart for StitchCon, like a special chart, was because I thought it was this on the table. I don't know why it would have been on the table in the Annex, but I didn't look at it closely, and it's kind of like the same shape and similar colors. It said StitchCon, and so that's what I thought it was. But anyway, this is our little passport, and in it, it just talked about like welcome and who's on the team, the itinerary, the list of all the FlossTubers, StitchyBus schedule, what's happening, what to do in Cincinnati, where to eat, shopping list, and a free chart from Sue Hillis. It says, in a world full of muffins, be a cupcake. And it's cute, y'all. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So that was our little passport we got. What else did we get? There's a little pen, a StitchCon pen. You got your name badge. So here's my name badge. Wore that all weekend. They asked us to. They had a really cool thing where they had a poster up for like each weekend, I guess, at weekend A. And it said StitchCon welcomes, and it had your FlossTube name on it. And a lot of people took a picture up there with their FlossTube name on the poster. And I didn't, and I forgot about it. But this was cool. This little lanyard, it was nice. You know, you could see who you were talking to or who you were meeting, because I would forget names and things like that. So it was really good to be able to just like look down and see their FlossTube channel, and you put a name with a face. It had a little pocket in the back, which was good because we bought raffle tickets for a charity. I'll go into that a little bit later. And we had a little card we could get punched, and if we were sending things to the Annex, like we didn't want to stand in line to check out, like, sorry, not the Annex. I can't remember what it was called. Stitchy, what's it saying on here? Hold room or something like that. Yeah, StitchCon hold room. So like if you wanted to just check out all at once and you didn't want to stand in line 15 times or something like that, or for an hour, because not that you're standing in line for an hour, but I mean, some of the lines were really long. So if you wanted to try to go back when it was less busy, you could give them your little card, and then you could just go to like the coat check room and pick it up and then go pay for your stuff. Anyway, so this little thing is where I kept my raffle ticket, and then also I participated in the Smalls exchange, and so we got a poker chip, and a poker chip that had it was a certain color. I had a red poker chip. I was red, number 31, and I just kept it in here so I didn't lose it before my Smalls exchange date. The Smalls exchanges were like Friday afternoon, and then 2 on Saturday. I'll get more into that in a minute. So yeah, this was my super cool bag that I got, and I turned it into a purse for the week. So, went and found a seat. So you walk into this room, right? Carrying all this stuff, and here's like all these tables, right? And there's 300 people in this room, and it is a huge room, and it didn't really feel like 300 people. I am used to being in rooms like that with a lot of people because my daughter played competitive volleyball, and I was constantly in areas where there was thousands of people like that all the time. So all over the place. So it didn't really freak me out or anything like that. It was exciting because I knew that it was 300 stitchy people in that room. 300 people that knew exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about it, had seen it, had heard about it, knew what to do about it, you name it. I didn't have to explain what anything was because they understood what I was talking about. And it was this room surrounded, okay, by like the whole front and part of the sidewall and part of the back of brag tables. So there was gorgeous stitching set up all the way around. A whole another line all the way down of a freebie table where people were just, myself included, walking in and just dumping what they didn't want, or they weren't going to stitch, or they, you know, whatever, bring in, you know, de-stash, get it out here. It was amazing. So Sam and I, we were in it together. So we were looking kind of for a place to sit. And then I saw Zan, and Zan's like, we're back here. So Zan, I guess she had kind of started out more in the middle of the room, but the air circulation was not as good in the middle of the room. So she found a place where the air was going good and got us in this little back corner. And this little back corner was our little home away from home. So a lot of our little Steel City Stitcher friends like Jody and Kristen and Carla Roladex Stitcher and Colleen Rebel Stitcher and Jackie and Justine, X's and Hoes, they were kind of more in this little middle area, and we were just kind of in this back. But it wasn't a big deal. Because one of the things I was thinking about was like, I have met and made so many friends, and who am I going to sit with, and where am I going to sit, and am I going to get time to visit with everybody? Oh yes, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. You just go at your table, and then you go walk around and talk for a little bit, and you go sit back down, or they come over there, or everybody's just milling around, and it's not a problem. You get to see everybody and visit with everybody. Maybe not as long as you wanted to with everybody. You know, sometimes things get overwhelming and you get to talk to everybody you wanted to, but I'm just saying, like, you get to talk to everybody. It's not a problem. Don't worry about where you sit. I even saw instances of people that I know started off in one spot and probably wasn't like the best like natural fit for them, and then somehow they just migrated over to this other area. I'm thinking of 2 people in particular, and all of a sudden it was like they came to life, and they were like, no, it was like 3 different people that did that, and it was like, you know, bees with honey, you know, and it was just like, oh, you found your people, and you found your people, you found your, even if you didn't start at a table where you found your people, you could find your people. So if anybody is worried, and I know everybody, especially people, you are so brave that go by yourself and just do this whole thing and don't know a soul there, you know, you find your people, okay? So no worries. So I found my people back here in the back, table number 53, okay? It was me, Sammie Liz, Yamir, Amond MnMs, Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches, Tammy, Creative Country Girl, and Stacie Creative Stitches. And it was wonderful. Table 53. Table 53 had a buddy table over here, a buddy table over here, a buddy table over here. I had like Bobby of Pumpkin Creek Primitives, Sammie of Serrana Stitches. It had Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, which, Athena, I'm wearing your shirt today, girl. I was a normal 40 whips ago. I picked up these from Athena while she was here. I'll show you the other one I got in a minute. Athena was sitting there. Fawn and Sean of Sanctum Stitching were over there. Okay, I'm missing somebody. I'm missing some people. We have Black Needle Society, Katie and Laura behind us. No, who else is over? Beth, BizzyBStitches, Stitching, something. I'm going to put her thing. I'll put her in the description box. Beth was there. Beth, Athena, Bobby, Sammie, Fawn, Sean. I'm still missing somebody. I don't like that. I might be missing somebody. They ended up being the snack table. Bobby had not gotten snacks from us at Target, so they went shopping. They went to like Kroger or something, I think, and like bought out the store. I don't know. They had so many snacks over there. Anyway, and over here was so nice. Mary, Fraction of the Rainbow, she was there. Lisa, Cross by Floss. She was right over here. I finally got to meet her and spend some good time with Lisa. So wonderful. So excited to see her and meet her in real life. We're going to be doing a stitch along together next year, and she's precious. I'm so glad I got to meet her. Anyway, we just had this whole little back corner vibe going on, you know, and just over here was like Melissa and the Bougie Stitchers, and oh my god, anyway, y'all, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I got to meet Laura of Brenda and the Serial Starter. She is so nice and so fun to talk to in real life. On this other table, I got to meet Candy, the 614 Stitcher. I had been wanting to meet Candy. And so Candy was sitting with two girls from Memphis, well, I'm going to say they're from suburbs, Becky and Andrea, and they were sitting with Carolyn, CZook Stitches, and Jan Hicks. They all had they had a table over here. Oh my gosh, who else was there? I'm going to go through these floss drops in a minute, so I'm going to be showing you all this. But when I get to my table, my beautiful, precious friend Zan made me one of these. Isn't it gorgeous, y'all? So this is like a table mat that you put like on your table right in front of you, and I have a little stand-up thing. I put all my magnets on. I could put my chart on. It was like a little easel. And so I made my little home sweet home. I'll pop a picture up here. This was my home sweet home for the weekend. Thank you, Zan. I love this. I love this. I love this. It's perfect. And it will always be going to retreats with me. So that was a wonderful stitchy kindness from my sweet friend Zan. Also at the table when you sat down, there were some freebie charts from StitchCon. One that says StitchCon, like the logo on it. Another one is like one from Arlene Cohen, Works by ABC, a Friendship Flower. One was from Cecilia Turner of Heart and Hand, called Circle of Friends. And another one was a cute one from Liz, a hello from Liz Matthews. So nice. Everybody just piled on all the goodies all weekend long. It was my first time to get to meet Stacie Stitches. She's cool. I like her. I mean, I met her at Target, you know what I'm saying? But I really enjoyed being a table mate with her over the weekend. She gave us, so I'm talking about her. Isn't that a cute needle minder? Yeah. Here comes the stitchy happy kindness stuff. It's out of control. Tammy, my table mate. I ate some of these, Tammy, but she made these cute little jars full of Jelly Bellies. Oh, we had good snacks too, though. That was from Tammy, and she gave me a floss drop and did a thing with my name on it. Y'all, how cool is that, right? Oh, so talented. People are so talented and so thoughtful. So, like I said, Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, she does t-shirts. And I'd ordered a couple from her. I had ordered t-shirts from Athena before, but I got this one. I was normal 40 whips ago. Because I love that. And we all took a picture in our t-shirts together on the stairs. I'll either pop that in here or put it in the reel at the end. And then I got this one too, because I am an early morning stitcher. And it's called Sunrise Stitcher Society. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I like that one. And Athena also gave us a very nice thank you card with stickers in it. And then this cool bag she was passing out. She let us pick what color. Isn't that great? I love that. I always can use a bag like this. This was a wonderful idea, Athena. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have it. Okay, so we're going to talk about some people. So the thing was this. It was not required for you to bring anything to share with anybody, but people did. People brought a lot of stuff. I think in years past, it's been a lot of needle minders, but you know, Mama Liz, UGB, Michelle started this whole like floss drop exchange this year, and it sort of really just like definitely was the thing at StitchCon. I made some myself, so this is kind of what they are. So if you use floss drops, which I do for my floss, what you do is well, some people do. This is what I do. I put a ring through the little top hole, and then the bottom hole, I loop my floss through, and then I just pull them off as I need them. I do this per project, and I label them. And so I made some before I left out of town, very last minute-ish, very procrastinator-ish, because I didn't know Memphis didn't have Staples anymore, and I didn't know Office Depot will only let you get same-day things printed, one-sided, so I had to get creative with my logo and little stickers, which is not what I wanted to do. But anyway, these are pictures of Memphis that came from a very cool website where artists share their images for free. I'll put the name of that down here. And so like, it's not, you know, it's they want their stuff. They've shared it. So anyway, you can use it. You just search what you're looking for. But so I've got like our Memphis skyline, that's our big pyramid, and Mississippi River, and that's a Beale Street. That's one of the I Am a Man murals. Sun Studios, you know, Elvis. So these, we got lots of floss drops. I'm gonna go through my floss drops. This this video is long, but this is my StitchCon experience. You can fast forward or rewind, pause, come back to me later, whatever you need to do. But this is, I'm gonna get this out here because someday I know I'm gonna wanna look back and look at this too. So, all right, I'm gonna go over the floss drops and all of the needle minders. So people are just like milling around handing stuff out, myself included. I'm walking around meeting people. Now I'm gonna say it took a bit out of me to be walking around to all these tables to people I don't know and just being like, hi, and my name is Sarah, and can I give you a floss drop? And so I could only do like small increments of that before I had to go back to my table and just chill out. And one time it even got kind of really quiet in there, and my sweet friend Sam, she took some of my floss drops and went around with me, and she took care of a row and I took care of a row. And that's really what people were doing. We were just leaving stuff in front of everybody's little area, because you could definitely see where everybody was sitting and had an area. Just plopping it down there. So when they came back from whatever they were doing, bathroom break, concession stand, lunch, dinner, what are those? Because we forgot dinner one night. Yeah, people were dropping this stuff off. So I may not have met all of these people, but they definitely came by and brought me stuff. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this magnetic stuff first, since it's on my little magnet table. Okay, sweet friends, the Bougie Stitchers. Jen and Nancy, they brought these cute little needle minders. And Nancy was making scissor fobs, and she let me pick out this one. And I love turtles, and so isn't that cute? Thanks, Nancy, I love it. All right, and then let's see. Becky from Germantown, Tennessee. Isn't that cute? That's her dog, Bruno. Yep. Well, I just know that because I know Becky now. So there's Becky. Like I told you, I was so happy to meet Candy, the 614 Stitcher. I love stitching with her during our Gear on Zooms on Sunday. She's awesome. Okay, y'all watch her floss tubes, but Candy is personality plus in real life. Like she's all what's on her floss tubes, y'all, and then some. Okay, I'm just throwing her stuff around. There you go. There's Candy's. Okay, my sweet friend Justine, who's stitching Sir Thomas of Glendon Place with me, made me this beautiful turkey scissor fob. Isn't it gorgeous? Yes. Justine and I, we both really like turkeys. Justine really, really likes turkeys. So it was nice to get to catch up with Justine again. In fact, I don't remember what day it was, but we found us a little place out in the hallway back behind the door and sat in the floor and went through her haul because she had to show me all her turkey haul from Keepsakes. So yeah, it was really good to see you, Justine. And so Jackie and Justine, this is their Mr. and Mrs. Delicious floss drops with their QR code on the back. I don't know if you can pick that up at all, but their floss tube is X's and Ho's. All right, what else did I have? Oh, Milka. Milka is Mega Stitches, and Milka, where did that other one go? Brought some beautiful floss drops of her pretty dog, Luna. And I just had a minute ago a little needle minder from Milka. Mega Stitches, here we go, 24. Go check out Milka. Milka does floss tubes, but she hasn't been able to film on a floss tube like on YouTube recently. So if you follow her on Instagram, she does a lot of good updates and stories on there. She's really fun. She stitches a variety of things. She has a super sunshiny personality. Love me some Milka. There was also she wanted us to like sign something at our table, and if you signed it, you got to take or do something at her little area. And if you did it, she had a needle minder for you to pick up. So I'll find that in here in a minute. I know I've got it somewhere. Okay, sitting behind me was Susan Seitz at Criminally Creative Podcast. And so she gave me a needle minder with some handcuffs on them, and this cool floss drop that says, "My first stitch 7 years old." Isn't that cool? Let me try not to be blocking up all the stuff. hold on a minute. Yeah, Susan sat behind me. She was really, really nice. All right. I met, hold on just a second here. Holly Freeman from Stitchy Pros. Trying to get this over here. And she was giving out these really cute needle minders. Of course, you know I love Stitch, so that's what I got, my Stitch. But, you know, Holly had that cool morning sampler come out at Market. I picked up that I really like. Trying to see, sorry, if I can just get this off of here so I can show you her information. Yeah, so the cool thing is now that I'm feeling better, oh, here's the needle minder from Milka. Isn't that neat? Now that I'm feeling better, I'm going to go back through everybody and make sure I'm following everybody and I'm following and I'm subscribed to their FlossTube. Subscribing is important. And just watch everybody and just like kind of go through this stuff a little bit at a time and make sure that I'm up with everybody that I met for the weekend. Oh my gosh, I haven't even gotten to this part yet. My friend Alexis was there. Alexis, My Amazing World. I love Alexis. It was so wonderful to finally meet Alexis in real life. We are definitely going to be getting together again. She is so much fun. I love her. But she made these super cute little pincushion needle minders. Alexis, she's precious, y'all. Precious. In fact, I'm just going to go on and pop in this picture of Alexis and Milka and I here. We had a good time. I wish we could have just hung out more, spent more time together. I think that's the only thing is like when you get around so many people, sometimes you don't get as much time with individual people as you want to, but it was wonderful to see them. It was wonderful. I got these from Diane Myers. These are cute little lemonade. Here's her thing back here. Okay, I don't know who these are from. They don't have a name on them. That's the only other bummer thing is if I got something that doesn't have your name on them, but this is so cute. It's got a needle threader and a little charm. Yeah, that's really cute. Love that. I got to meet Sebastian. So I have only Zoomed with Sebastian before. Sebastian, I Zoomed with them on, our Halloween at Hawk Room Hollow with Pam of Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, Stitch New England, and our Fancy Folk Zoom. And so this is Sebastian's card and their FlossTube, B's and T's Stitching. I was able to talk to Sebastian for a little bit, and look at this cool needle minder Sebastian gave me. I love it. Thank you, Sebastian. Straight out of thread with a needle. That's so generous. Oh. And they also gave me some tea. Yum. That was so nice, Sebastian. Thank you. All right, what else do I have here, y'all? Someone gave me this really cute little llama alpaca needle minder, but I don't know who that was. I'm sorry. Or let me pick it out. All right, I also got to meet Julie Dixon, CJ Stitching Corner. She sat at the table with Carolyn and the girls from Memphis and Candy the 614 Stitcher. And thank you for the needle minder, Julie. Julie, I've also met Julie on the Zooms with Sebastian. So it was nice to meet Julie in real life as well. She's wonderful and we had a good time. We both love Disney and yeah, hope we get to see her again somewhere. Let's see what else we got. So I got to meet the fabulous Minnie Gray. Look at this gorgeous sticker. Minnie All X's. Check out Minnie. Minnie was sitting with Deb from Stitches of Heritage. It was really nice to meet both of them. Minnie had some gorgeous stuff on the bride table. She had this memorabilia, this profile memorabilia of like I don't know, I need to find the name of it, bees or something. Anyway, she had gorgeous stuff at the bride table, several pieces, but yeah, it was nice to meet Minnie. I have met Minnie through the Garon Stitchery Zoom as well. And I got to meet Lynn X Stitches. She brought me that bag and she gave me this super cute Snoopy needle minder. Go check her FlossTube out. What else do I have here? Fawn and Sean of Sanctum Stitching. They made these really cool needle books. It's like a matchbook, but it's for your needles. I love it. Go find Sanctum Stitching. I got this is one of the coolest needle minders. It says StrangeStitches.com. www.StrangeStitches.com. That cool? Yes, this is perfect. This is perfect. What else we got here? Oh, Jody, Trixie Tricycle. I got to meet her. She was hanging out with my friend Zan, and aren't these cute? These little booklets she made with this charm on them. I like Jody, and I like her FlossTube, Trixie Tricycle. Go check her out. Jody's nice. This was from Ozark Mountain Stitcher. Those are pretty. And Martha X Stitch Crazy. And then there was, this one was fun. Oops, wait a minute. Stitch Etc. Stitch Etc. Oh, look here. I'm going to show this first. All right, go check out Stitch Etc. Look at this Ort bag. Oh my gosh. She's just like walking around with these fabulous Ort bags and just letting you pick whatever. I got this super cute jellyfish. I love them. I love them. Yes. Okay, what else? Okay. Stitcher was having her 50th birthday, and she said we were all invited to her party. And her name is Carla. And Craft Addict, I think, with K or something like that. I'll have to look that up. But she gave us these, I stitched on her birthday piece. And then she gave us these cool floss drops with the little charms on them. In this tin, right, that says like turning 50. A skein of 310, because you know, the 50 is the black birthday. Happy birthday charm, needle minder. Isn't that cool? And then a little envelope in here, and I haven't opened it yet, but I know it has a needle in it. I mean, how awesome. I said it was a party favorite, and we all sang her happy birthday, and it was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I met Erla, the ice stitcher, and Vina from Iceland. And Vina was walking around. I have a nice picture with Erla. Vina was walking around, or she had them. She had this bag full of silks, and she let everybody take 2. I think they're Vicky Clayton silks, if I remember correctly. Aren't they pretty? They're just mystery colors. You could pick whatever. So nice. Oh, here we go. Here's floss drops from, they're so pretty, Jan Hicks Creates. She had beautiful pieces up there in her trunk show. They started to stitch along with their meditation garden sal. It's really pretty. You should go check out Jan Hicks stuff too. So nice. All right, what else do we have here, y'all? Emily Gale, the Kudzu Queen. All right. Those are nice. So, yeah, these are pretty. I use floss drops, so I'm super excited to have these floss drops. I'm not going to have to punch floss drops for a while. Sewing Mends the Soul with a beautiful charm made with love 2022. Oh, doesn't have anybody's name on it though, but thank you. All right, what else we got? Teresa Satterfield, Cross Stitch Addict. And some lovely floss drops there. This is from someone who went... She went to the CZook store. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Wow. Oh, okay. This is from Kathy's Reflections. Pretty, pretty. Phyllis. No, Phyllis and her cat Pancake. Yeah, I love that. That's really, really cute. What else we got here? These are nice. This is from Carlene. Yeah. Thank you, Carlene. I love those. Go follow Carlene on Instagram, y'all. Oh, okay. What are these? Oh, these are from Brenda. This is from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. Lord, aren't those pretty? I love them. I love them. They came in a little baggie. The Daily Stitcher, your online cross stitch store. I'm sure they gave us something. What it is. Elaine Bauer. Nice. Oh, and here's the Bougie Stitchers floss drops. Oh, this is from Ryan at Wild Violet Cross Stitch. She gave a free cross stitch pattern. Isn't that nice? Check her out. Ryan at Wild Violet. Oh, here. My friend Sam fell in love with, she had a chart up there she really liked on the brag table. A couple of people had stitched it. Those are cute. Somebody gave me those. Okay, this is from Little Stitch Girl Basic Stitches. This is her mom's, I think. Her mom is Jamie, yeah. Like, I've seen them there and at market, but I didn't really get to go talk to them or introduce myself. Next time I see them somewhere. They're always so nice and smiling. I really need to go see them. We got the Jennifer, the Northwoods, Dreaming of the Northwoods. I love those. Stitching in Southwest Virginia. Oh, this has got like a whole, what is this? It's like a whole thing of the state, like a, that's cool. Nice. So much stuff. Oh, this is from Carolyn, CZook Stitch. Remember I said go check out her video of the brag table on FlossTube. These are from Kim Broop of West Virginia. Instagram is H2O Color. StitchCon 2022, stitching, shopping, friends, new and old, laughing, late nights, and eating. So what the lady, I wonder if she's related to Kim who won my small. I think she might have been Kathy. I tried to zoom in on her name tag and I look like she has the same last name as Kim, and I knew she was from West Virginia. Sorry, Kathy. She got my small and came over and took a picture with me, and I was just kind of overwhelmed. I don't know why I didn't talk to her. I didn't get to talk to her very long, but there's a lot going on, and she was very nice and said she liked my small, so I'm glad because I liked it too. Because remember, I'm gonna restitch it for myself. This is from Cross Stitch Fancies, X Stitch Fancies. These are from Noelle Weston. These are nice. They're thick. Oh yeah, Sarah and Jen, Stitchy Friends on YouTube. Check them out. You're 1 in a million. Oh, that's nice. It doesn't have anybody's name on it, but that's nice. Sheila Miller, isn't this cute? This little frog. That's so nice. I got some of Pam and Steph's with their there's Steph's grade school picture and there's Pam's grade school picture. Love those. Oh. Did I buy this? Or did I get this? I don't know, but Jenny was there from Cricklewood Crossing and she's like my fave. Like, well, I really like a lot, she's really nice and I like a lot of her bags. I have a lot of her bags, but I got to meet her. She's originally from Australia, but she's living in Utah now. I must have bought this. I don't think she was giving that away. And, oh, these are so cute. I don't know who they're from, but they're really cute. And then I got to meet Joe from New York. Cross Stitch Crossing at outlook.com. At cross_stitch_crossing. He was nice. I got to meet him. He came over to hang out with Ymir and talk and look at her stitching. So that was kind of cool. I sat at table 53 with Ymir to my right, and Ymir has lots of visitors because Ymir stitches like over 1 on 56 count with no magnification and no light and does not bat an eye at it. Like, this is just normal. This is like what she does. This is how she stitches. And it's fabulous and it's gorgeous. And a lot of people want to come see her do that. So I got to meet a lot of people who are coming to visit Ymir, so that was nice. Oh, another one of the little haul things. Oh, these were super popular in the Annex. They had these little boxes, like small ones, medium-sized ones. They had these big trays you could finish things in. I bought it, and then I'm going to take it to future retreats, and I'm going to keep my little floss drops in it to hand out when I meet people. I don't think every retreat is quite as like, everybody brings a million things for everybody, but you know, it's nice to have stuff to trade. I realized that at my Steel City Stitcher retreat. So, okay. So that was like a bunch of happy stitchy kindness from the whole weekend. This too. This is Carla that turned 50, craft at it. Isn't that nice? So like that was a bunch of stitchy happiness that ended up on my table all weekend long. So Thursday, what did we do? Oh, Thursday, Sam and I forgot to eat dinner. Yeah, and we just lost track of time. We were just having such a good time once we got in there. I won't say that I stitched that much over the weekend, y'all. I took 5 projects. I did end up taking 5 projects, and I did stitch a little bit on every one of them. Plus, I stitched on a birthday stitch and that stitch for Carlene, and then one for Stacie and one for Athena. And there, I feel like I stitched on like, I think I counted 7 things I stitched on for other people. So I did a lot of that. And then, so I did stitch. I did touch all my pieces at one time or the other, whether it was like at night in my room before I went to bed or in the morning when I got up or while I was at StitchCon. Just not like a great quantity. Like I didn't settle down and just like bang it all out, except on Saturday when I had like zero voice. I didn't move around very much on Saturday. I was pretty frustrated because I was in this wonderful place with all these people that I was dying to talk to and get to know better, and I just couldn't communicate. Like I was using hand motions and talking. I just really couldn't like have good full-on conversations. So I did stitch a good bit on Saturday actually. Another no-no that I did that I learned for myself, my next trip, is I was sitting, because we were in that corner, I was sitting with my back to the room. So I just want to turn around and look at everybody all the time. So next time I'm going to make sure that I can like have a good view of everybody. So Thursday, yeah. So Sam and I, we forgot about dinner. We ended up driving through McDonald's. We got McDonald's and Zan was with us and it wasn't very good. It was nasty. I mean, like, you know, the kind of like they were about to close. Yeah, they were fixing to close and like the hamburger bun was just like, ugh, it wasn't good, but it was edible. We just waited too long for everything else and we just forgot to eat. It was like, what time is it? What? You know? So, yeah, that was Thursday. And then we went back and then at our hotel, La Quinta, was a late night stitching room. So we went to late night stitching. Sam didn't go that night, but Zan and I went down and we sat with Melissa, Mel Stitches. Check her out. She's wonderful. And I made a new friend named Amy. Amy Moon. Yeah, it was really fun to get to talk to Amy. We had a great time Friday night. Amy really likes a lot of the same things I do. Mirabilias and Teresa Winsler. And Zan was so sweet. She was like, I had such a good time listening to y'all. I don't even know. I don't stitch that stuff and I don't know who they are, but y'all were just like geeking out over everything. And we were. We had a great time. So yeah, we had fun. The room was good. And it was it was funny. If you watch Just Keep Stitching, so Debbie and Kev from Snug Harbor Crafts were there. I love them. I've gotten to know them over the last several months and it was wonderful to meet them in person. But actually getting to see Steph and Kev meet each other for the first time, they were freaking out, y'all. It was hilarious. Kev was like, oh my, I mean, it was beyond. It was beyond. They were hugging and there were tears and laughing. And then, you know, Kev's meeting Pam for the first time and she's like bowing down to her. And it was just like, it was fun. It was kind of a little bit of a shit show, but it was fun. it was not in a bad way, like in the best way possible. We're like, everybody's like, what is going on here? Anyway, it was really fun. So that was good to get to see that and just hang out, and then went to bed. Okay, so Friday, what did we do Friday? I think Sam and I, we just had hotel breakfast on Friday, which wasn't bad, but I mean, you know, wasn't great. Like I just had like toast and yogurt and stuff, and went over, spent the day. I was starting to lose my voice. So that was like, I didn't feel bad. That's the thing. I didn't feel bad. And I thought, God, it's these pillows. I've talked too much. Bobby's giving me grief about, you know, need to give me lessons. She can give me lessons talking anytime. I will talk to Bobby anytime. I'll be happy to talk to Bobby. And so, you know, anyway, I was trying to figure out what was going on with my voice, and like I said, I didn't feel bad, and I had Stacie's handing me hard candy, and I'm looking for tea. I got some tea at the concession stand, and we did shopping and just more laughing and hanging out. We went to, because we forgot dinner for Thursday night, Sam and I wanted to make sure we really ate, because you know, we hadn't really eaten that much. And so we went to an early dinner with Zan and Tammy, Athena, Beth, and I think Erica, and Erica's partner is, I want to say Kevin. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Erica's partner. Anyway, so I think that was his name. But anyway, so we went to P.F. Chang's and had a nice dinner. So that was good. So we were able to like eat real food, and we remembered to eat. And then we got back just in time for the smalls exchange. Yeah. So all right, this is the thing. Smalls exchange. You got a poker chip with different colors on it. So red was for Friday, white and blue were on Saturdays at 2 different times. I only care about the reds because that was me. Sorry, not to be ugly, but that was Friday. I was number 31. All right, Sam was a red too. And I have to tell y'all, I wanted Sam's stitch. That's what I wanted, Sam's stitch. I knew what it was because she had shown me what she had stitched. And there's nothing against the rules that say you can't know what somebody stitches, and I wanted it, okay? So we're both red. So like if she would have been a white chip, we'd have been out of luck, right? She was a red chip too. So Steph gets up there and starts calling the numbers, and immediately I notice Steph is not calling like 1 through 10. She's calling like 20 through 29, 8 through 16. Whatever. I wasn't sure what the heck she was doing, but whatever she was doing, my little number 31 was not getting called. I was dying. I couldn't really see over there to where everybody put their stuff on the smalls exchange table, and I couldn't see if Sam's gift was still up there, and realized you could only pick from like your group. So only the red stuff was up there. So see, Sam stitched a piece that I really like of the Emperor's New Groove movie, that Disney movie. And let's see, my cup, if you don't know the movie, but that's what I wanted it, right? I was dying, y'all. And I was the last group, number 31, I was the last group that Steph called, and I go running up there to the table. I'm running up there to the table, and I see it. I see the bag, and it's still sitting there. And I'm going for the bag, and I see another lady. I don't know who she is. Sorry, lady. She turns around, and she looks at it. And she's looking at it, and I'm like, oh my God. She looks away, and I'm like, bam, snatch my hand over there, and I just take off running back with it. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. So I got it. So I got the stitch. So let me show you what's in it. First of all, let's just start with the stitch itself. It's a little postage stamp of Yzma. Oh my gosh, Yzma's a character. She's a villain in The Emperor's New Groove. I'm not like a super villainy person. I just love that movie, and I like this villain in particular. So, and this is a bag that correlates, because when you do a smalls exchange at StitchCon, you're supposed to wrap your present or your smalls exchange in something that people would know what it is. Like that way, if I don't like Halloween, I don't pick Halloween. If I'm not patriotic, I don't pick patriotic. If I don't want another Christmas ornament, I don't pick a Christmas bag. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so pull the lever crop. She also had a cute Halloween grime guard in there. And a little card. And I love this. I love this sticker. And some needles and scissors. So it was so exciting because, you know, this is my friend. This is my friend Sam, and I wanted her stitch, and I loved it. And I'm so stinking happy to have it, y'all. I'm so happy to have it. So mission accomplished, right? I did take a picture with the woman, like I said, who got my smalls exchange, and then they wanted us to put them all up on the table so everybody could see. The things that people made were gorgeous. I think Carolyn might have taken a video of like her smalls exchange group. I didn't. Another boo-boo I didn't do. But you know, you pack them up and you put some little extra goodies in there and everything, and it's super, super, super fun. So we did smalls exchange. That was Friday night. And then like my voice was just going. So after that, we stayed. The stitching room was open till 10 o'clock. So we pretty much stayed till 10 o'clock every night. And then we went from there over to the hotel, got into our jammies, and then went down to the stitching room. So I was headed down to the stitching room for Friday, and I got down there and it was really crowded. And there weren't a lot of tables, and I didn't have a voice, and Zan wasn't there, and I didn't see Sam. She was there, and I just didn't feel like trying to meet new people and put myself out there without a voice. It was loud in there. So I sat down there for a minute, and then I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Like, I think I'm just gonna go upstairs and stitch. And I just didn't want to fight it was loud, and I just didn't have a voice. So anyway, that being said, I think that ended up being like the busiest, rowdiest night, because a lot of people didn't come over Saturday night because of, you know, they were leaving Sunday morning or they had a flight or whatever. So, yeah, but that's all right. That's all right. What else happened on Friday? Something else happened Friday. I can't remember on Friday if I went for, no. Okay. That was Friday. or Friday was the day. We might have gone for, there was one day when I was looking for some tea, and I ended up seeing Bobby, and then Bobby was like, oh, let's go get some tea at the hotel. And then I saw then Zan, and we met Carla and Kristen and Jody and Zamia, and I don't know, we ended over across the street at the brewery. Yes, I think that might have been Friday. And I was looking for some tea, and I ended up with a beer instead. So that was nice to sit around and visit with those ladies and girls and have a drink and just cut up. And we sat outside, so that was nice, on some tables and covered tables or whatever. And they had a really good, I don't know if anybody's likes beer. I don't really like a lot of beer, but I do like, if I go to a brewery, I like sours. And so they had like a cool rainbow milkshake sour that I had that was good. So anyway, got to visit with them for a while, so that was fun. You know, and Saturday was just more of the same, except I had zero voice. So like I said, Saturday was kind of my bummed day. Like, I was just kind of like, ugh, I just can't talk very well, and I got a lot of stitching done, and I was able to have a decent dinner, and I did go to the late night stitching room Saturday. It was our last night. And so I sat with Zan, and it was a little bit quieter in there. So it was like Zan and Melissa and Milka and Sarah from the Notorious Needle. I got to meet her and just, you know, visited, and Amy, sat with Amy for a little bit. And yeah, gosh, y'all, it was just a wonderful weekend. Sunday was more of the same, but it was very quiet in there. So if you do stay until Sunday, you know, not everybody does, so it's nice. It's open until 3. A lot of laid back, more relaxed conversations. Like I said, it's just quieter. You have to spend more time with people. And so we stayed Sunday till the stitching room closed at 3, or almost right about 3 o'clock. Just shut it down. Sam had to go to the, she left. She had to fly out, and so that was sad, but hopefully I get to see her again. I'm saying a lot now because I'm just trying to think about what I'm missing. Freebie table. Freebie table. I'm going to show you what I got off the freebie table. I did bring a lot of things. And then Zan went over there, I guess, when I came in one morning, Zan had this sitting at my table for me. So she thought I needed this puzzle from the freebie table. So that'll be fun to do that and pass that along. I'm going to show you what I got from the freebie table. Oh gosh, I wish I could just recount all of the fun and the, you know, like, it was so nice to go over, sitting at a table. Well, where Debbie and Kep were sitting was Rocio. So like I said, I got to meet Rocio for a little bit and talk to her. She's always been so sweet and just like open about talking to me about projects that she's working on. That's where Amy was sitting with her, and with Rika, House of Stitch and Stash. I got to meet Rika. And who else was over at that table? Alexis was over there, my sweet friend Alexis. And then not far from her was Milka. She was sitting with Jan and Sarah. I mean, everybody was just everywhere, and just it was so wonderful. Did I tell you I got to meet Lisa across by Floss? That just made my everything. I can't wait to get to spend time with her again sometime in the future. We are doing a little stitch along next summer or next year. Okay, freebie table. You can take what you want, bring what you want. I brought some stuff. I took some stuff. Found this. What would Dolly do? I like it. I know somebody else who would like it too. I got this Strawberry Bird by Kathy Barrick. Love that. I got this Just Cross Stitch December 2021 magazine, and the thing is I am a subscriber, but this one got lost in the mail for me and I never got it. And so I took some things back to my table to look through before I kept them, and I decided I wanted to keep this one because I didn't get it, and there were some things in there I actually wanted to stitch, so it was really nice. So I got 3 of these cross stitch magazines that have these stockings on the front. I would like to stitch them all one day. So I love the stockings. They're cool. These are from the 80s, y'all, from like 1989. I got this Victoria needlepoint book. I have been thinking about learning to do some needlepoint. I have some needlepoint canvases already, and I have one of the ladies that works at my LNS is very willing to share her knowledge and show me how to make this happen. So this is a cool looking book. And then I love these leisure arts, or these, you know, these Christmas books or whatever. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna stitch this one. So my friend Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, you know, she has 2 Frenchies, but her daughter has a pug named Boris, and he is the bee's knees, y'all. I love that little dog. He is naughty, but so cute. So I saw this book, and it's got a little Boris in it, so I'm going to stitch Boris up for her. And then this one I thought was fun, Holidays Remembered. Doesn't have much in it I wanted to stitch, but except for, let me show you this. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm going to stitch it, but it just made me laugh. And I'm like, you know, I could look at this witch and look how big this owl is. The heck? I don't know. I don't know. It had some fun. It had some fun holiday stuff in it. So that was my freebie table haul. Yeah, y'all. And I mean, I feel like I'm probably missing some stuff, but this is, oh my gosh, this video is so, it is very, very long. I'm sure I'm missing some of the fun things that I just cannot remember. All I'm gonna say is that it was like a big stitchy party all weekend long. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I loved every minute of it, minus when I lost my voice and I had my back to the room. 2 things I do not recommend. unless it stresses you out to look at a room with that many people in it, because then having the back to your back to the room is probably a good thing. At the end, I'm gonna pop in pictures I took with people, videos I took, just, you know, enjoy. If you thought about going to StitchCon, I would highly recommend. I had a wonderful time and I cannot wait to go back next year. So to all the people that I met, all the new friends that I made, all the old friends that I reconnected with, love, love, love you all. It was so much fun, and I'll see you soon, hopefully, or next year's StitchCon, right? Thanks, y'all. Bye. One more thing I almost forgot. So Sunday night, Zan moved into the hotel with me because we were riding back Monday morning. I really wanted to make sure that I had a good rest the night before. I had to drive home, and I didn't want to be in a rush on Sunday. And I just want to say thank you, Zan, for being always a good travel buddy. We both woke up feeling pretty not good on Monday morning, and we started our 8-hour drive home back with shots of Robitussin. She took good care of me driving home. It was a long 8-hour trip. She every time, well, was it 4 or 5 hours that I could have some more, she was pouring and passing me a cup, So I also want to say thank you to the StitchCon team. We did have a wonderful, wonderful time, and like I said, looking forward to doing it again next year. I hope you all did enjoy this video. Please enjoy all of the photos and video that I'm going to attach here at the end. I wish I would have gotten more, but I really was enjoying myself. I need to make myself a list next year of things you need to take a picture of or take video of before you just, you know, relax. Yeah. So anyway, thanks y'all. Bye.